I brought her and I brought a game. So, I'm gonna try to start doing this. You know what I've been really bad at that I just noticed? Saying what this is. This is How Deep. Yeah.
Welcome to How Deep.
Welcome to How Deep. And I'm with
Lucia,
AKA
the best friend.
Yes. This is whenever I say best friend, I'm referring to her. Nobody knows her name, actually. Everybody's just your best friend.
Yeah. And vice versa. They're like, who's Michaela? I'm like, my best friend.
The best friend. The longest standing best friends, actually. Yeah. Okay, so we have a game. She's my first person playing the game because that's just how that works. You can actually scoot if you want to scoot.
Scoot where? Over.
It might take you out of the light a little bit more. Better?
Oh, there you go.
She felt like she was quite pale. Yeah, don't put the light on.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I quite honestly am running out of questions.
Okay.
Y'all want to know why we don't pod? Because I don't got nothing to talk about. So I got a game. So I can have stuff to talk about. Alright. So the game called Substance. The rules. This game is called Substance. Your answer shouldn't lack it.
I'm supposed to know how deep.
So the funny thing about her being the first person I play this game with is that I have an inability to lie to her. If I'm withholding anything, she's literally the first person to be like, actually. So, and she knows everything. Like, I tell her everything. So she would say, it's going to be a lot of fun. We know each other like the back of our hands.
There we go.
Okay, so there's 3, it's technically 3 deck of cards. But there's 3 levels. So you start off with Vulnerable, which is like the black cards, and then we have, look at you, the vibes. Intimacy, which is cream. Aesthetic-wise, cream into white is crazy. I don't know why they did that. They definitely could have done gray, but it's fine. And then Mindfuck. You can't even see that one because it's a white card. But yeah, so I'm gonna put them back in the box. I'm just gonna pick them at random. And we're gonna do probably 3 questions. We'll see. You know? Are we doing the no skip rule? We just gotta answer whatever we pull out.
No, we could. Not too many.
Not too many
skips.
Alright.
Because sometimes we might have to just tell the little juicy snips.
Alright. Okay. We go middle. You scared?
And it works in magic.
Alright. Oh, this is a nice question. So, what is something you wish more people understood about you?
Let's think about it.
I feel like this always goes back to for me, with the nonchalantness that I hate. I hate being called nonchalant. Everybody be calling me nonchalant. It's really annoying. Yeah, because I'm not nonchalant. I'm actually extremely chalant. I actually care too much about everything. So I think that I wish people understood that when I'm reserved, I'm protecting myself. Yeah. That's what I wish people would understand. What do you feel? What do you wish people would understand about you?
No.
You don't know. You don't have nothing.
Because maybe, okay, I wish people would understand more that I'm not reckless. I I just take a lot of risk, calculated risk, if you may. But I'm not reckless.
Okay.
I may get into reckless situations, but that doesn't mean I'm reckless.
I feel like that goes back to, like, if y'all been here a minute, if you've seen Lucia on the pod before, right? We had a very great conversation about trouble finding her.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't find trouble, trouble finds her. I feel like that ties into that.
Yeah, it does. It
Like,
does.
I feel like, you know, and actually we've had a conversation, not to throw Abby under the bus, we had a conversation about Abby one day, and she was like, it's really nice to know that I'm not the reckless friend. No, Abby's reckless. She's not reckless.
I just take a lot of risk, calculated risk, if you may.
Calculated risk. I think she takes a lot of interesting, like, she does a lot of stuff I wouldn't do. For sure.
For sure.
For sure. But, like...
But that's in, like, different categories.
It is in different categories. I wouldn't say she's reckless. She's not really reckless. She doesn't do, like, reckless stuff.
I think a lot of things through first.
Right. I think she might do dangerous stuff.
Very dangerous.
I think she might do not the smartest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say reckless.
I wouldn't say reckless.
Nah.
Chaotic, maybe.
Chaotic, definitely. Definitely chaotic. But not reckless.
Not reckless.
Not reckless. Okay, we'll do one more full card.
What does it say? What does it say, man?
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Wait, before you put it back.
I'm gonna read it. The question says, what is a chance you wish you took?
What's crazy is I've been talking about this. I swear to God, I've been talking about this. Golden boy. Golden boy.
We got a new character. We got a new character. Okay, golden boy.
That is a chance I wish I took, is to take more time with Golden Boy and actually take it serious instead of going with the flow.
I can see that. I think that you really, extremely, like, wish you would have took that seriously.
I really do.
I think that the ongoing theme has been, like, that you wish you would have. And I feel like I joke with her a lot about Golden Boy all the time. Like, literally all the time. And I think it's always like, yeah. But I think you still could take it seriously.
What if he doesn't want to take me seriously? Oh my gosh.
He does.
How do we know?
How did I know? I wish I would have done that I didn't do. Essentially, right? Yeah, what is a chance you wish you took? I wish I would have went to school out of state.
You know, I can see that for you.
Like, I got accepted to a lot of schools out of state, or even just go to San Francisco. If I would have just went upstate, like, I feel like I would be a completely different person. I feel like I would have completely different experiences. I think I would. I say this all the time, and I don't think nobody takes me seriously. I think if I would have moved out of state or went to school out of state or something, or even upstate, I would be married right now. I think I, like, literally, like, derailed my life because I wanted to stay home.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I can see that for you, though. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a chance I wish I would have took. Do you want one more vulnerable, or you want to get deeper?
Yeah, too, bird. So, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I think I'm scared. I'm gonna keep going vulnerable because I'm scared. That one was crazy.
But it's still kind of early in the show, so.
Oh. I think that's a good segue.
Okay.
Have you ever been suicidal?
I wouldn't see.
I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be laughing. Whoa. I laugh when I feel awkward.
Because I wouldn't say I wanted to, like, you know, really kill myself. But I wanted to just, like, remove myself from everything and everyone around me. Like, just kill them off in their head. Like, kill me off in their head. There we go.
Yeah, I've never been suicidal. Yeah. I think I've been very sad. I've been, like, had, like, an eating disorder. But I've never wanted to kill myself.
I never wanted to kill myself. I just wish you never knew me.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Like, I do wish you never entered my life. I wish I never had to experience you. I wish we never crossed paths. Like,
so, in that instance, I wish I just killed me off in your head. Just
right.
But I never wanted to kill myself.
Yeah. That's a good one. I think that was, yeah. Alright, moving on. Moving on to intimacy. Okay. Which isn't about what you guys think it's about. Like, intimacy, for whatever reason, reminds me of, like, relationships.
Guys, this is my first time playing this game. I ain't never read any of these questions.
Yeah, this is my first time playing, but I read all of the questions. I sat in my bed and, like, read all of every single one of them. Okay. Intimacy. Oh, this is cute. I wouldn't call this intimacy. What's one song that symbolizes you?
You know, I think about this often too.
Do you?
Because lately, I want to say Pure Fantasy by Brent Frass.
Oh. I'm going to say a song that I, for whatever reason, was, like, reintroduced to lately, like, recently. And when I heard it, I was like, everybody used to say the song reminds them of me because I used to listen to it all the time. But Battle Scars by Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, yeah!
Like, if people were gonna go listen to that and be like, But yeah, Battle Scars. I think I carry a lot of stuff with me. And I feel like, you know, yeah, I think that it sets me up for, like, where I am in my life, because along with, like, me carrying everything in my past with me, because the verse is like, you hope a wound heals, but it never does. It's because you're at war with love.
I ain't never heard that, but that's beautiful, poetic.
I ain't never heard that. It's crazy.
Maybe I need to go listen to the song since it's a lyric.
Yeah, you're at war with love. I don't think that I'm necessarily at war with love. I think that, like, love is a very scary thing, though. But I do love love. Like, I'm a lover of love, but I am afraid to be in love. Yeah. So, Golden Boy was contact you right now. Now, if an ex contacted you right now, how would you respond?
If Golden Boy was to contact me right now, I would. You'll see me physically turn red. Like, I would be rushing so hard. I would be so excited to speak, so giddy.
She would be very giddy. You should see her. She's so funny. I don't have an ex.
What's crazy is that I continue to go on with that question, and anybody who knows me for real, that knows me for real,
have an ex either.
I don't have an ex.
But I don't know who to say. Honestly, I don't know. I would probably be like, if they were to contact me, I'd be like, my first reaction would be like, what the hell? And then I'd just be like, oh, what's up? How you been?
Yeah.
I don't really carry, like, I know that we were talking about battle scars and me carrying stuff with me, but I don't really carry, like, hatred with me.
Facts.
Like, the past is the past. Forgive. Don't really forget, but, like, move on with your life. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Facts.
Ooh! This is a great question for Alex. This makes 3, right?
Yes.
What's your most controversial opinion?
Okay, let me think. My most controversial I don't know. Because I guess I just need a topic, but it's not even really just a topic.
My most controversial. Oh, I have a good one. Cause this is actually so. When I was like having a conversation, it was like when me, Amber, RC, and Evan were all out. We had a great conversation, and we were talking about what like what attracts me to a man, I guess. And I was like, I feel like I need like my man to be very a man. I feel like that's the only way I can really say it. That's how Alex says it.
I agree.
I feel like, you know, because I feel like my man has to be a strong-willed person, because I'm a strong-willed person. And I said verbatim, I said, if you let me walk all over you, I will. RC didn't like that. He was like, I get what you're saying, but I don't like that verbiage.
I think that's perfect verbiage.
You think it's perfect verbiage? He hates that verbiage. So he was like, because nobody is in control of that. If you don't want to walk all over somebody, then just don't.
See, no, because if we saw that you can't stop me from walking over you, but you still let me continue to do so, am I really in the wrong if you continue to let me do so when we both know you can't stop it?
But he was like, if you didn't want to do it, you just wouldn't do it. So he's saying that you want to walk all over somebody when you say that.
No.
So I said, fine. That was because for me, that's like a PC answer, right? My real opinion is that I can't date a soft dude. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I can't date a soft man. I actually despise soft men. And with that being said, I'm not saying that men can't cry. I'm not saying men can't have emotions. I'm saying that I need to feel like I can count on you to do stuff. I need to feel protected. And I need to feel like I'm not carrying this relationship on my back. So I can't be with no sissy ass, soft ass man. That's my controversial opinion. We can't be sharing clothes. What's your controversial opinion? You want to know what's so funny? She's a controversial person. Like the fact that she doesn't have one right now is like really sending me, because she's a controversial person. Okay, everything she's saying is controversial.
Exactly. Which is why I'm just like, I don't know, because I just like, what is it this week? You know, like.
Now what is it this week?
Let's see. I don't know. Can I skip that one?
No. I think a good controversial opinion is what you said in the car. Like, people shouldn't be afraid to hold their kid back.
That is a controversial opinion, and I did just say that in the car. So for those who didn't hear her under her breath, she said that I said, which is true, and I quote, my own quote, that people shouldn't be afraid to hold their kids back in the grade that they're in if they really need it.
Yeah, and I think that that's a very controversial opinion, because California has this whole like no kid left behind book, like BS. Hold him back. Leave him behind.
Please.
I feel like, yeah. And I feel like people shouldn't be ashamed of that. Sometimes kids need help. They ain't getting it. And just, if you ain't getting it, like, I don't think y'all understand. Pushing a kid along that's not getting it and needs extra help, like, you're
hurting.
You're letting the problem go.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why. Controversial opinion number 2: we got stupid-eyed people up in this world.
Oh, that's not controversial. That's true. Our education system is so terrible right now. So terrible. And I think they're trying to make us dumber on purpose so we won't be able to read our history the way it's supposed to be read. Like in cursive. They're not teaching cursive in school anymore, so they won't be able to read documents that was written in cursive. How would they know? Controversial
opinion. You see? But, no, for real. Like, it's really annoying. And, like, I can always tell when I'm talking to an adult that wasn't bullied enough, wasn't beat enough, and wasn't.
Let me tell you another controversial opinion that I have, and I would die on this hill strongly. I think we need to bring back like bullying.
No, for real.
I really think we need to bring back bullying, but like
to be bullied again. Not like, listen, not bullied to the point where you want to like hurt yourself, but like bullied to the point where like maybe I should pay attention to school.
Like some
wholesome
bullying. You know how like teachers used to get on you in class because you wasn't paying attention?
Yeah.
And
they need to be able to do that again.
They need to be able to do that again. Or like some people will be, they had so far up their own ass, somebody had to knock them off. Be like, look, boom, 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 bow.
Whatever it might be. Yeah.
I think we need to bring back bullying because people aren't bullying people no more. That's why everybody's so sensitive.
Bro! Everybody's soft now.
Everybody is so sensitive. You cannot say one opinionated anything, not wrong thing, because it's probably not even wrong. It's just opinionated towards anybody without somebody being like, you did this to discriminate me and you are working against me, and cut the bullshit, bro. You need to be bullied.
You need to be bullied. Because, like, everybody's so sensitive now. We grew up with the freaking Ebola song.
Come on, now. Y'all didn't have y'all had a TikTok of the coronavirus.
Like,
song. We had a real Ebola song. Come on, now. And we went through swine flu. Zika virus.
We was really out here. Hell. Y'all don't even have fun things. The lights go off in class. They don't even be like, we can't see Lucia no more.
Exactly.
Like.
Exactly. Everyone is so sensitive.
You can't even make a Humo and a lawn joke no more. You know what? Another controversial opinion. Who gonna be the girls?
Who's gonna be the girls? You know what was brought to my attention the other day?
Who's gonna be the men? Anyway, what happened?
That men are really wearing bedazzled clothes.
Oh, I had a really great conversation.
But like,
that's gonna lead into that. Go ahead.
But like, I'm not against it because I also like men in certain crop tops, not like all the way.
Like
just like
90s crop tops.
Yes.
Like what is it? It's a square cut tee.
Yes.
A square cut tee.
I love
you get to see the like
just
the V lines, the belly button when they lift up their arms.
Yes.
Only. Yeah.
I'm not against the bedazzled, but it's just like
a tasteful bedazzle, maybe, but listen.
Since when?
I can't.
Since when?
So, this goes back to the conversation that I was having with all them the other day. So, in the same conversation when I was talking about soft men, we were talking about how men feel some type of way currently. Currently, this is brought to my attention. Men feel some type of way about the fact that they aren't allowed to, like, have emotions. They're not allowed to cry. They're not allowed to have a bad week. Like, girls are allowed to have a bad week. They're not allowed to have a bad week. And, like, even simple things as, like...
But they put those own limitations on themselves.
They're not allowed to, like, go get pedicures and manicures anymore. Or
what? First of all...
paint their nails.
First of all, men. Women love an upkept man.
They do. They do. I do. Listen. I don't like when your nails, when a man's nails look like they've been in the dirt.
Very clean skin.
Yeah, I love a skincare routine. I'm one of those girls, like, I will sit there, I will pluck your eyebrows. Like, I'm one of those girls.
with taking care of yourselves. There's nothing wrong. And take care of yourselves also include emotion-wise. You're also human, therapy. Just like we are. You're going to have emotions. Just because you're a man, that shouldn't stop you.
Right. So, I was, like, in the bad week thing because we were talking about, it was 2 guys, 2 girls in this conversation. I was one of the girls. And the other girl was like, you know, girls are allowed to have bitchy weeks. Not, like, talking about our period, but just, like, bitchy weeks where we're in our feelings or whatever, and men are supposed to be allowed to, like, or supposed to, like, just have to deal with it. I don't feel like nobody can have a bitchy week. I'm not gonna lie to you. A week? A week is too long.
Too long. 3 days maybe.
3 days maximum. A week is a very long time. And I feel like the same way that we talk to a man is the same way we need to be able to talk to a woman. If you're having, one day you're having a day, whatever. 2 days you're having a day, slightly irritating, whatever. 3 days, I'm sitting you down like a child and being like, I'm going to need you to express why you're acting like that. I don't feel like girls should be able to go a week without being able to express. Does it have to make sense? Because that was her thing. She was like, well, I feel like when you're talking to a girl understands why you're feeling some type of way and a guy doesn't. It doesn't need to make sense to you. If I can explain why I feel the way I feel, it should be fine. Vice versa. If a guy can explain why he acting the way he acting, okay. Move on from there. But nobody, as an adult, should be allowed to just throw a fit for a week. Because I don't even let children throw a fit for a week. But, so we were talking about that. And then, so we were talking about how guys doing that upkeep or, like, caring about stuff like that or, like, being into fashion or whatever it might be.
See, what's crazy is that's why I am so infatuated with Golden Boy.
I know, that's why you're infatuated with Golden Boy. But let me finish my thing before I forget. So, they were like, it makes them lesser, right? AKA more feminine. And they were like, there's no space for men to be different, right? But they were like, there's so much space for women to be different. And I was like, well, here's the thing. When men act like that, it makes them acting like women. Because women are considered lesser than men. What's lesser than a woman?
Children, maybe.
So, women make space for different women and different expressions because what can we be less than? You get me? That's my controversial thing. If men want more space, then men need to be okay with men acting different type of ways.
I think men are the only ones holding y'all selves back.
Yeah.
I don't think women ever said y'all couldn't express your emotions, y'all couldn't do this and y'all couldn't do that. Y'all just like that when y'all don't like that the fact that when you do express those emotions, you express them to the wrong person and they hold them against you. Now you holding it out for everybody else. That's another thing men do. One person hurt you and now it's everybody else that fault.
Right. And right? Because y'all love to be like, well, women be like, men ain't shit. It's because I've dealt with multiple men who ain't shit. Not all men ain't shit, but most men. And there's definitely ain't shit women.
There's for sure ain't shit women. For surely.
So, there's that on that. Okay, what were we about to say about Golden Boy? And him and his femininity. Femininity is a crazy word. And his self-expression.
He's just, you know, so in tune with himself. That's the best way to put it. Just very much in tune with himself. He knows where growth is. He knows where, like, you know, he's just so in tune. He's an amazing person. Just fantastic.
He's smiling so hard. I agree with that. I think that there's something about, because, like, especially, like, this time around with, like, RC and stuff, I think one of the most attractive traits about him is, like, his emotional maturity. And, like, he hold himself accountable.
You just
like,
want to lick their brains. Like,
lick their brains? That's a new one. Yeah. There's something about, like, a person who's secure in themselves.
yes.
And, like, I feel like, because RC made a good point when we were having this conversation. He was like, sometimes, like, there's something about when, like, you're in a relationship with somebody that, like, it's important that they give you space to be able to express yourself and, like, feel confident in yourself. And it's, like, a dynamic between people. And I feel like it's that in friendships, too, not just, like, in relationships. Like, me and Lucia's dynamic is a great example. We're two vastly different people.
Mm-hmm.
Very different. And I think, like, it's, like, the equivalent of having, like, the nice friend and the mean friend. Guess which one's which? She's the mean one. You want to know what's funny, though? So, she's the mean friend, right? She's categorized as the mean friend because she's way more no bullshit than me.
That's the only reason.
It's the only reason. She's way more no bullshit than me. But if we're being approached, she's way nicer than I am. She will welcome anybody. She'll be friends with anybody. She is social butterfly. I am not. You'll walk up to me, like, even guys. Like, guys will walk up to us and I'll be looking at them like, why are you over here? And she will talk to anybody.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But she will also fight anybody.
Which is why I can't talk to anybody.
She will fight anybody. I don't like to fight. I'm not a fighter. If I have to fight, there's a bigger problem at hand. I will cut anybody off. And I have no problem telling any of my friends when I don't like their friends.
That is true.
I'd be like, I don't like her and I don't want to be around her. I don't like him and I don't want to be around him. They're fucking weird. And then when shit pissed the fan and they be like, well, you said, yeah, I know I said they're fucking weird. And I meant that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But she's the mean friend, I'm the nice friend. And in some cases, like with Maxie, I'm the mean friend, Max is a nice friend. Hell, people have told me that I'm intimidating. I don't think I'm intimidating. I think she's intimidating.
I get that all the time.
She's intimidating. But, like, not really. Like, if you...
I am, though. I am, honestly.
If you can, like, get up the courage to go talk to her,
you be fine.
You won the battle.
You won.
You won the battle.
I just naturally look mean.
Yeah. And I think in our later life, like, us as teenagers, I wouldn't come talk to
I also have a very strong aura. Just very strong personal level. You can feel it from a mile away.
Yeah. But teenagers, like, people used to stare at us from across a mall, and we'd be like, why are you looking at us? Across the mall. Like, we used to scream that.
Because it's like, why are you staring?
Yeah, but now we're old. So now, not old, but, like, now we're way more chill, and we just ignore it.
I try my best to. Honestly, I really try my best to.
I might walk up to you but I won't scream across.
I would definitely say out loud, I don't understand why people are staring.
Yeah, we might do that. We're really good at doing that. Yeah. I think we did. Okay. Us in controversies, okay? We have a lot of strong opinions.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. My nails are not helping with the situation. Alright. On to mindfucks. Right? Those 3 intimacies.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. What is something you want to accomplish before death?
What is something I want to accomplish before death?
I want to have a family.
I want to find true love.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. I want to have a family. I want to, like, be able to, like, pass my, like, legacy down to somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want to find true love. It comes with family. It comes with all of that. I do want to see my genes on the little person. Everybody thinks I don't ever want kids. But I don't want kids with the wrong person.
You want to know what's so funny? I'm about to out her.
She is.
I've only ever heard her say that she would have a kid with one person. So then I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a kid with Golden Boy?
I would definitely have a kid with Golden Boy.
That makes 2 people!
That do make at least 2 people.
Y'all be doing it.
I would definitely
little
have a kid
by little.
I would definitely have a kid with Golden Boy.
Okay, so Ursula, I know that you've seen this at this point, right? Crop that shit. Right? Screen record. Cut that shit. Send it. Send it. We have something that we need to get done. Okay? We're halfway there. Send that shit. Get a plane ticket. We can make some shit shake.
I'll take his last name. And you know, my original plan was to name all my kids after me. One of them could be a junior.
She's so great. None of mine can be a junior.
That's how much.
None of mine can be a junior.
We'll see. But
None of mine.
I want to name all my kids after me somehow, some way.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go look at baby names again. This is a great question for you.
Mm.
Not for me. Not for me at all. What scares you most about what happens next? Now she starts scratching.
Honestly, it's just never moving. It's becoming stagnant. Because what if that is my next? What if, like, I hit my ceiling? You know? Like,
I don't think you hit your ceiling.
I don't think I hit my ceiling, but I also think I don't have not really the energy, but I don't think I want to keep doing this alone. It's exhausting doing this alone, always having to pick yourself back up. You feel me?
I'm going to back so much right now. Yo, the growth! I need y'all to go back and listen to these old fucking podcast episodes and listen to her now. Oh my god, she's only been like a year. Oh my god. Yo, that's mad funny.
It really is.
Damn, maybe I do need to have a channel go to Ursula. You might be honest with shit. Oh, nigga, you might be honest with shit.
Mind you guys, I'm not even in like real contact with Golden Boy for real. I just remembered how he treated me against how everyone else treated me, and it always stands out. So it holds a special place in my heart and my mind.
He contacted her like once a month.
Not even. It's like once every like 6, 3, maybe
2 maximum.
maybe.
So, whilst you were saying what you were saying about what scares you most about what comes next, something came to mind, and it was like one of my car talks, where I was talking about spinning the block, right? That one. And I was talking about how I have a fear. I have a really big fear of the prayer, like asking God to take out whoever ain't supposed to be in my life. Because he does it too quickly. Like, I'm not a fan of change. And that shit, I can't wake up and have the people in my life gone. I can't do that. I cannot handle that. So, my prayer is always like, I want to be doing everything the way that you want me to do it. Because I don't want to spend too much time on one lesson. I feel like you're spending too much time on one lesson, and that's the way you feel the way you feel.
Do you?
I do.
Even when I learned all these other lessons and it was like totally horrible, no good, very bad shit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's
Okay.
not. Every time I meet someone new, I come in with an open mind, like clean slate. Because I'm meeting that person for that person. I'm not holding you to anybody else's standards.
Yeah.
But the way I want to be treated.
Exactly.
So it has nothing to do with that.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that I think that there is a lesson that you're not getting. I don't know what that lesson is.
Yeah, it's probably something. Which is probably why I'm still alone.
I think that's where I was getting at.
Exactly
that
why
I
I'm still
think
alone.
that in some way, shape, or form, it might take you longer, but I think you may be repeating the same, I don't want to say mistake, but same, like, habit, or in some way, shape, or form, even if you're going a different way, because you're doing different stuff with different people, you're still hitting that same roadblock.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is, that I haven't figured out how all of this connects.
Right. That's the lesson.
Because it really is different people. Like, my background is vast.
No, they're very different. They're very different.
But somehow, we all hit the same roadblock each and every time. It's just like, what is your connection that makes us hit the same roadblock that always ends to the same ending?
There's some type of lesson in there that you're supposed to be getting that you're just not getting.
Maybe I need to take off the glasses.
Ooh, yeah. I think taking off the glasses is a thing. I think that, like, because I feel like something that's really hard for me, and we're very different, so I don't think that, I thought we were frozen. I don't think that we have the same problem, but I know a really big problem for me is that I have just, like, the worst inability to just let go and just experience, because of my fear of, like, because of my fear of the unknown. It's really hard for me to let go and experience. So I feel like this time around with, like, talking to RC and stuff, like, I'm really, 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 really trying my best to, like, let go and experience whatever it is I'm supposed to be experiencing. And it's really, really difficult. But maybe it'll turn out different.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe you should try again with Golden Boy.
What's the next question?
You don't like where this is going?
I asked the question.
That intimacy one was scary. Okay, that was the one we just did. What's something we want to accomplish before death? Alright.
Did you just pull out random ones?
Yeah, this was what I want to see. Oh, this is the one I said we weren't going to answer.
Oh. Because only one person can answer it, if we're being honest.
You can answer it.
We could. I could.
You could definitely answer it. That's not the point. You could answer it. We're gonna go back to intimacy really quick. You could ask that question.
This one? It says, what's one thing you would say to a person who broke your heart?
So we're gonna open the floor. Because people that broke her heart watch this podcast. We're gonna open the fucking floor.
I just always think to myself, like, I hope it was worth it. I hope hurting me was worth whatever you gained.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What about you?
I hope you're prospering without me in your life.
That's a good one.
You know? Because whatever you felt like I was holding you back from, I hope you got it. I hope your life is amazing.
That's a good one.
Because my life is great. Just so we're clear. My life has, in fact, been prospering without you. So I hope that your life is also prospering. Crazy. Oh, where did you get that one? What is something that you regret telling someone? Something I regret telling someone. No context?
Like, no context. Just go straight in.
No context?
Straight in.
Something I regret telling someone. I love you. No context. No context.
That's deep.
And not even in a relationship sense.
See, I don't say that phrase a lot. I rarely say it at all. So if I do say it, I truly mean it.
I love you. Like, genuinely, if I tell somebody I love them, I do love you.
Like, my own family members rarely ever hear it from me. Unless I genuinely mean it. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure, man.
Something you regret telling somebody?
Because I really don't regret a lot of things I say.
That's true. I think, yeah, like, I try to live my life with no regrets. I'm not gonna lie. But I do think that there's just people that have been in my life previously that, like, not so much that I regret loving you, but, or, like, telling you I love you, but I don't think you're deserving of my love. So, I don't have a regret, but I don't think you're deserving of my love, so I guess I regret saying that I love you.
I get that.
That's nice.
Probably telling my dad that God don't like ugly, so he's gonna get you. Yeah. No context.
No context. Okay. What is something that someone has said to you that will stay with you forever? Or not said to you. What is something someone has said that will stay with you forever? So it doesn't have to be to you per se.
I was gonna say to you. I already knew the first thing that popped into my mind.
Just say that.
It was something I heard when I was 11 and I was at summer camp, and somebody told me that, like, you know, I would never ever see you with anyone else. I think you will always be by yourself. You will be alone.
What the
But, like, relationship-wise, not even friendship-wise, just, like, in a relationship-wise, because everybody had, like, boyfriends and shit.
Mean.
Children are mean. And that one kind of, like, just stuck with me. And
she said that would hurt.
And it, like, it really changed my life. And I don't know in a positive way or negative way, but, like,
I think I can tell that stuck with you because of the conversation we just had previously to this.
Yeah. It stuck with me.
I think that.
But I also strongly, because of that, I think it altered my brain chemistry somehow, some way, to think that I can't be with somebody ever now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm able to withstand a long one with people I'm only good for, like, you know, a short amount of time. A fling. What about you?
That relationships, friendships, like human relationship is more valuable than money.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. I think that stuck with me for forever. That should be really sad. I don't want to do that. I feel like we're going down a sad route. What was the happy one I said?
Maybe we should do a vulnerable.
Oh, we should backtrack. We got too deep.
Like, backtrack, go a little lighter. Maybe.
How much?
Yeah.
Mind you, she said let's do a vulnerable. Let's get live reaction.
Okay.
Let's do a vulnerable, she said.
It says, what was the lowest point in your life and how did you overcome it?
I think that's a hard one for you. Because I feel like I can think off of the top of my head 2 very low points in your life. And I think that is very difficult to say which one was lower. I feel like that's almost fucked up.
Because, like, right when I recovered from one, I hit it right back again.
Yeah, they said, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So, I guess
I feel like if you put it like that, though, then the second one.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, just when you stabilized yourself.
No, literally. Literally. So, the lowest point in my life is when my father passed away. Mind you, right before he passed away, I had just got my car out the repound. We had just caught up on rent. We was set. We was stable. And he passes away in a tragic car accident with my little sister present. And, to recover from that, I can't say that I have, but to get through it, I just know that, like, grief is strange, man. Grief is strange. And things went downhill from there, too. Like, his funeral, he was a vet. They didn't send us the date until the month after the funeral happened. So I didn't even get to see my father be put to rest. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell a lot of people that. That's on the internet. That's not a laughing matter.
We laugh when we feel awkward.
Okay. That's how I cope.
Like, we're not laughing. It's not ha-ha funny. It's ha-ha what the fuck.
But the way I got through it is, like, starting to actually trust the people around me. Not like trust, but depend on the people around me instead of just depending on, well, really my dad. I know I could go to him for anything and everything, and he gonna get it done every time. And once he was gone, it was just like, okay, now I have to let these people around me help me the way they say they can help me. It's okay to get help.
That was a really hard lesson for Lucia.
Because I'm very independent.
Help is it's a very hard word for Elmo. Me too. I hate the word help.
I hate it. I'd rather do it by myself. I always think when you allow people to help me, they're going to somehow, some way hold it over your head that they helped you. That's a big fear of mine. So I'd rather do it alone. But not everybody's going to hold it over you. Some people really do want to see you get better.
Very true.
What about you?
I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to say this without putting nobody else on blast. That was God saying don't say that.
Can you go to the next one?
I'm gonna find it. I think that the lowest point in my life wasn't the lowest point in my life. It was the lowest point in people in my life's life. I think it was multiple points. Like, I think that it just kept getting, like, lower. You know, like, when people talk about, like, growth or, like, success, how, like, it's, like, it's like a roller coaster. You just fall, get back up, fall, get back up. So, multiple points in which I felt very low. Was dealing with the addiction problems in my family. I have just people in my life that are currently dealing with addiction problems. And like, okay, so I feel like I say this often, maybe not on the internet, but I say this often to people around me, not even when it just comes to addiction, but when it comes to like struggling. I know I've said it to you, but like, I think that people don't realize how much the people around them hurt when they struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think a lot of my lowest points were like seeing my family break down. Like, there's something about seeing the strongest people in your life break down.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard. Like, having your parents calling your phone crying, having my sister call my phone crying, and just dealing with it, just seeing it, like, it's so much trauma that, like, I have to deal with. My sister has to deal with my parents, my nephew, my cousins, like, everybody, my freaking grandma, my niece. Like, everybody deals with so much freaking trauma because of low points in other people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Like, I can't make a decision for you. I can't get you to quit. I can't do anything. All I can do is withstand what you're going through. And that's so hard.
It is.
It is, like, so freaking difficult. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, really low points in my life. Once again, she said pick up vulnerable, and it took us deeper.
It did.
What happened to the nice ones? I don't want to play no more.
What does it say?
Vulnerable! What's the hardest lesson you've had to learn?
Probably that everyone doesn't process things the way that I do. I always think what I would think is common sense would be common sense for everybody else, and it's not. And it pisses me off, but then I have to realize you're not me. You're your own person.
On that same sentiment, mine is people don't love/care the way that I love/care.
Yeah, like I
Like,
agree. That's
like,
something I definitely had to learn too.
yeah, it's like, because I'm the type of person that, like, I love 100% or nothing, and I'll do anything for the people I love, and I would never, like, want to endanger her or anything like that. For the people that I love, and like, people are so careless. One, I feel like people are careless with, like, who they say they care about.
They are.
Like, they will be like, I care about you,
yeah.
to anybody, and it means absolutely nothing. But I think that they're also careless with, like, how they express that they care. Like, when you care about somebody, the actions you take, they're in your mind. And yeah, I had to learn that.
I feel like when you care for someone, if they hurt, you hurt type of situation.
Right. Or like, you just wouldn't want to hurt them. So again, I think it comes from, like, one of the instances that I'm thinking about in particular right now is, like, for me, it's really hard to think about how a lot of people don't think about how lying to a person hurts them as well. Lying hurts.
It does.
And it hurts for a very long time. And it breaks/cracks things that almost can never be repaired. So yeah, maybe we go back to intimacy, because vulnerable is out to kill us.
Yeah, we knew that.
Vulnerable is trying to kick our asses. The fuck?
What?
Okay, so Lucia's gonna start picking cards because it's me. It has to be me. What went wrong in your last relationship or situation?
Don't date with it.
Oh.
Look, I can tell you what went wrong for the last 3, and it was the same issue. Do not date within your friend circle.
Oh,
it is the worst thing ever.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't date within your friend circle.
You might think about doing it. Don't do that shit.
Don't do it. That's what the fuck went wrong.
Communication. Communication is a key fundamental. And if you can't communicate with people, then you can't be with them. And communication is also very key because just because I communicate the way that I communicate, it doesn't mean that that's how like Lucia communicates. So I need to communicate with Lucia the way that Lucia's gonna understand.
Y'all need to understand. With that being said, it goes the same thing for love languages. You need to love people in their love language, not yours.
Because I can give Lucia, I have, like, that's the other thing. I get Lucia shit all the time. Lucia doesn't give a fuck.
Which is crazy because I love gifts and I really appreciate it. But I really like this type of shit. You know, we get to spend time with each other.
I will literally, like, give Lucia something, and she's grateful for it and everything, but, like, hell, I also, like, give her, like, random shit just to, like...
Yeah.
That's just not, you know, I just be like, yeah. But, like, Lucia very much rather, like, me being, like, because, like, okay, great gift that I think really, like, touched your soul is when I sent you those flowers. I sent her some flowers.
It was the edible arrangements. It was the edible. The fact that I love flowers and I love food, so why put them up? I loved it. I really did. I really did cry because I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect.
Right. That was good. But honestly, like, when Lucia's going through something, like, the gift is not something that you give for her. It's literally, like, she doesn't feel recharged or better unless we, like, go spend a day together. And we can literally be doing nothing. We go sit at a freaking beach together and she's gonna feel better.
Who is someone you had to learn to forgive?
Myself.
Fuck, that's deep. Because I was gonna say, like, girl, same.
Myself. Yeah. Like, there's something about self-growth and, like, I brushed past, like, my eating disorder and stuff. But it was, like, tied into, like, me. And very developed, mental parts of my life, like, in high school and stuff. When I started, like, when I was, like, really into dancing and all that type of stuff. And looking at other people and comparing myself to other people. And I feel like at some point, like, the biggest, like, change in my, like, self-love journey was forgiving myself for being so hard on myself. For accepting, I don't want to say accepting, but, like, understanding that, like, what young thoughts are and understanding, like, why my mind was in the place that it was at and learning how to grow from it without dismissing it. And I think that a lot of people like to be like, forgiving and forgetting is the way, and I always say never forget. You can always forgive, never forget. When I see myself falling back into that headspace, I have to make a conscious decision to make big changes to reset myself on the correct course. Where are you saying yourself?
Because I feel as if I used to blame myself for a lot of things that was probably truly out of my control. Truly out of my control. But somehow, someway, I always thought it was, like, my fault.
Yeah.
Like, how deep, right? Y'all ready for this? So, when I was around 7, my mom caught breast cancer. But I always believed it was my fault that she caught it. because getting into her bed one day, I stepped across her boobs, and I thought I was the one that caused the knot in her breast. I thought I was the one that made her go through everything she went through. But it wasn't me, you know? It wasn't. So I just have to learn how to forgive myself from, like, things like that. Like, I'm not the cause of everything bad that happens. Just because bad things happen to me frequently doesn't mean I'm the cause of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I had to forgive.
Mm-hmm. So if you didn't notice, she has went back to mindfuck because intimacy was too intimate.
I did. But look, I read this question beforehand, and it doesn't help our case.
Damn.
So are y'all ready? What's something you wish you would have said to someone?
Did we answer that already?
No. That's something you wish you wouldn't have said. This is something you wish you would have said.
I have the same answer.
I love you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And like really darkly, this does surround deaths in my family. When very similar to you. The young mind works really weirdly. So when I was 10, one of my favorite uncles passed. And I blamed myself, but because before I left, we were fighting. Mm-hmm. I went to like my grandma's house, and we were fighting, and he told me he loved me, and I didn't say it back because I was mad at him. And for whatever reason in my mind, I felt like me not telling him I love him was the reason. And I held that with me for a very long time, and I like cried for years about it. Like so much so, like my parents were ready to send me to therapy because they were like, you holding on to this at the capacity that you're holding on to it, like this happened 8 years ago and you're still crying profusely every time you think of it. And that's another thing I had to forgive myself for. But I wish I would have said I love you. Same thing with Miko, like my little cousin that passed. The last conversation we had, I literally told her that she loves the city not more than she loves me, but she was like, she wished she seen me more, and I was like, you pass me every time you go to the city. And we had, not that it was a bad conversation or whatever, but I think that I would have loved that I would have loved the last conversation I had with my cousin to be something lighter. Like, I wish, and I don't think that she ever thought I didn't love her, but I just wish the last thing I said to her was, I love you. Why is yours, I love you?
My dad, we had just had a fight right before, like literally the morning of, on my way to work. And I was mad about some bullshit.
Bro, I'm telling you, the thing in life that is always reoccurring is like, being angry is never freaking worth it. Like, because every time you're angry and something bad happens after you're angry, you look back and you're like, that was some bullshit. Like, I didn't even need to be angry about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. How many cards did I grab? Let's see. Let's do. What's one core memory you like to relive? This is a mindfuck, by the way.
A core memory that I'd like to relive. I would love to go back to when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10, around that age. When I used to go on family vacations to Laughlin. Because I felt like that was a point where like everybody in my family got along. Mm-hmm. And I had the best memories, and I used to like connect Laughlin to happiness. So I would want to go relive happy.
Probably the last Christmas my whole family was together. Like pre-deaths, you know. Like
Pre-deaths.
Pre-deaths. Like my mom, my dad, my brother. The whole family was together.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. We was karaoke, singing, presents everywhere, food. This is another mindfuck. I'm finna change the thing again.
She'll like these questions. God dang.
If you woke up in a room with everyone you ever met, who's the first person you look for?
That's actually a mindfuck. Every person I ever met. Like, ever?
That's what the card said.
I was gonna say something. That was gonna sound really fucked up.
Go ahead.
Nah, I can't say that. Cause it just sounds like insensitive. Like I was gonna choose that one because I felt like that was lighthearted. But then the more I think of it, that's really fucked up. But I might say it because I feel like it's a cop out. Cameron Boyce.
Why did I know? Why did I know that was going to be it? I really felt that in my heart that you was going to say that. I swear to God. Let me tell you a little something about Michaela here. Me personally, whenever I see anything of Cameron Boyce, she's the first person I think of. Every single time. It don't matter what it is. She's the first person I think of.
I don't know why I really think that I was supposed to be with him. That sounds crazy, right? I really think I was supposed to be with him. But I also know that it was like fated for us to meet. Like I know that was actually fated. Yeah, because I would say my uncle, but I feel like that's messed up because like my cousin, I would say my cousin because that's messed up because I would say my grandma, I would say my grandpa, but that's messed up because there's so many people that I would want to go to that I don't want to be like, that's the first person I would go to. So I would say Cameron Boyce because I just really liked him and our moments together were so small. That's my cop out.
If you put it like that, I would definitely say Herman.
Yo, that's a good one.
He would definitely be the first person I run to.
Mm-hmm.
Why not everyone else? Because I've already settled with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can run like I'm okay with everyone else, but Herman, yeah, I would definitely just run and jump into his arms and be like, "How's life been? I've missed you." Yeah, that was my dog for real.
Mm-hmm. But like, mind you, y'all, like a room with everybody that I've ever met, like in my life, like there's so many people, and like the range is like crazy. Like it's like celebrities, it's random, it's family, it's da-da-da-da, like, and I can really think about it, like, if I even want to go further into, like, because I feel like everybody's in corners, you feel me? Like, I really couldn't even go to my cousin like that because she gonna be with her family for real.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle and my grandparents, they gonna be with my mama and them for real.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron gonna be the only one by himself. He ain't gonna be by himself. I know all of, like, a bunch of people around him. But, like, yeah. They all gonna be having their own reunion.
Yeah, I get that.
And they would understand. That's my cop out.
Mine is just like mirroring. I feel like that is also like something I didn't get to truly experience. Because at the time being, I was on that, nah, I don't want to ruin a friendship type shit. But what if I wasn't ruining it? What if I was building it? But it's a whole bunch of what ifs now. Because I didn't take that risk.
lessons that you might have missed. You see? Ooh, look. It froze. That was some real shit. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay. The next card is an intimacy card. This one is intimacy, and it says, what are some things you should be more sensitive towards?
Things I should be more sensitive towards?
Yeah. I need to be more sensitive towards people's emotions.
I was about to say that too. Other people's emotions.
Because sometimes I really don't give a Flying Dutchman about how you may feel about something.
I really don't. Not at all. I don't care.
I don't care.
Don't care. That's why we're best friends. We don't care. I put this shoulder up, I put this shoulder up, and I drop it. I don't care.
Like,
so
honestly,
I should probably care.
I should probably be more considerate. Like,
I should be more considerate.
I know it's rude to turn around and walk away from somebody mid-sentence.
But I be doing it. I be doing it. And people call me out on it all the time because I didn't realize I be doing it. And they be like, nah, you know Michaela don't agree or she about to say something stupid. So she just turn around and walk away.
I'll walk away. But that's better than hearing what I have to say.
Cause
I promise you, it's going to be the right choice every single time.
Every time. Sometimes you gotta. That is growth. Taking yourself out of the situation before you hurt somebody's feelings.
Yes. But that also hurts your feelings. But I think, like, I cared enough to not intentionally hurt your feelings. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, last card. What's it gonna be?
Should we do a
vulnerable? Sure.
Let's do a vulnerable. Let's see what this says. This is vulnerable, and it says, what trait of yours tends to push people away?
Okay, so I'm gonna flip the script. I think we should answer for each other.
Okay. Would you like to start since it was your idea?
I didn't think that far. I think that your trait that pushes people away is your... How do I say this? Because I was going to say your forwardness.
That can be one too, though. But
I don't think that's what I'm trying to say. I think that a trait of yours that pushes people away is like that you have this tendency, and we both have this tendency, but I feel like it's very bad in you. Your like inability, like your avoidantness. That's a good way of putting it. So when you're going through something, when you're feeling anything other than happy, you tend to like hermit. And I feel like when you hermit, people like feel like you're overly distancing yourself, or you're angry, or you're this or you're that. And I feel like it causes you to lash out when people address you in that, with that like mentality. I feel like the way that they approach it makes you lash out, and I think that that's what pushes people away. Because like I feel like if you ask other people, they'd be like, it's because Lucia's always angry, but it's not that you're always angry, it's that you're avoidant, and when people try to approach you when you're avoidant, you lash out.
That's a good one.
That, and you run from your emotions. Okay, so avoidant. It's avoidant. Okay.
Dang, I have an avoidant attachment style. That's crazy.
I
always knew that though. I just didn't want to accept it.
No, I do too though. I do. Did we lock that door? Anyway, continue. Somebody come up in here. Okay.
Facts. Okay, let's see. A trait of yours.
I think it's interesting because it's like push people away. I don't actively know of many people that have pushed away from me. But out of the people I think of, she knows them. So
it's a double-edged sword, because a trait that she has that pushes people away is that she really doesn't give second chances. She at all. You did one thing wrong, and it's up and it's stuck from there. Like, you can come back around, but you won't be getting the same treatment you did the first time. You don't wipe that slate clean. She already know who you is, how you act, this, that, and the third. So,
I think the realest thing I've ever told somebody was that they are exactly who I thought they were when I met them. And I think that they still think about that to this day. And I also told that same person that I miss them. And I felt like I missed them because they will never be who they were before they fucked up. To me. Like, they'll never be the same.
Yeah, and she holds on to that. I wouldn't say, like, as a grudge, but there's a bookmark right there. There's a little...
You have, like, a file. You know, like, when you're at school and they have, like, files of, like, shit you did with all your fucking referrals and shit in it? Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, and it might be years until she might give you... But she doesn't really give second chances for real.
There's, like, people... Quite a few now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of... But, again, like, I wouldn't say... And I'm... Because the way I'm thinking about them, I'm like, there is quite a few. But I wouldn't really say that they pushed away from me. It's definitely that I pushed away from them. But I could see how they would feel like they might have pushed away from me.
Like, yeah, she takes no bullshit. Let me get
So
going
no
while I'm
bullshit.
ahead.
It's no bullshit. I run a strict program, buddy. It's a good one. That is a double-edged sword. I do think that that's a good reference to say that that's a double-edged sword, because I feel like a lot of times that does hurt me as much as it hurts them.
Yeah.
It's a necessary evil.
Cause, yeah. Yeah, because sometimes you do things intentionally to make sure that person pushes you away. You're not the one doing the pushing. So, sometimes...
It's an avoidant attachment style. I'm like... I was going to say I'm non-confrontational. I can be very confrontational, but I don't like being confrontational, so I'd rather make you leave.
No, I'm going to definitely confront some shit.
I mean, I've confronted, but...
But I'm also in a phase in my life now
I don't
that
think it's worth it.
I don't like unnecessary drama. If I sit there and think about me confronting this problem over like, me confronting this problem is going to cause unnecessary drama, what's the point of it?
For real. Very real. Alright, y'all. That was How Deep with Lucia featuring Substance. That game?
Play this with your true friends. Don't play with strangers. I think they might get a little offended. But if you're anything like me and tell
I
yourself...
think that this is a good game to play with strangers. Skip all of the cards that are controversial, and you can play it with strangers.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stick to, like, intimacy and vulnerable for strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and then you gotta push the little thing.
I'm supposed to know how deep.